Hey, I hope you're doing well. It's October 21st. It's a Monday. I had three classes today. Came home at 6:30, made myself dinner, and I don't really make myself dinner usually. I am starting to make myself dinner and learning how to cook for myself because it's important to be self-sufficient. It's important to know how to keep yourself alive. And for most of my life, I've had my parents cook for me, or I've bought food, or something else. But I've never made food myself, real meals. I've never made real meals myself, but that's besides the point. What I wanted to talk to you about today is that it's okay to not have friends, and it's okay to be lonely. It is okay to feel lonely. For the longest time, I didn't have friends. I didn't know what a real friendship was. And I still don't think I know what a real friendship is. I know what a real friendship is in my mind, what I think a real friendship is, but I don't know what, in reality, a real friendship is. Especially in this transactional world, a real friendship is very hard to find. And a lot of people, they think they have friends, but in reality, they're just acquaintances. Acquaintances fade. Acquaintances come into your life, they leave your life, and they're not permanent. Friends, in my opinion, are permanent. I talked about this in a video a few weeks ago. I think it was called My Philosophy on Friendship, Mediocrity, and Solace. I'll read you this quote that I've read earlier, and it says, it's by Carl Jung, and it says, "An old alchemist gave me the following consolation to one of his disciples. No matter how isolated you are and how lonely you feel, if you do your work truly and conscientiously, unknown friends will come and seek you." This is so true. I've I haven't had it happen to me yet because I haven't completely involved myself in the work that I feel passion for. I'm yet to do that, but I will. But for some reason, I just intuitively know from what I've read, the books I've read, the biographies I've read, that that statement is nearly factual. It can be taken as a fact. It can be considered as a fact. There's this person I know, and that person is greatly affected by the acquaintances they have around them. And many a time that person feels that person feels bad because of the things the acquaintances around them say and do and act, and what they don't say and what they don't do, and how they don't act. And I'll read you a quote that I found very profound. It's from Marcus Aurelius. It's a Stoic philosophy, and it says, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any time." Friends, we open ourselves to friends. Friends are something much more than acquaintances. We should not open ourselves to acquaintances because they don't open themselves towards us. Most people, they aren't worth knowing because they don't have a soul that they can put into the conglomerate that becomes your relationship. Most people, they lack a soul, and that's why they will never see beauty. That's why they will never experience the beautiful feelings, the beautiful emotions of life completely, because they don't have the tool which is necessary for that experience. And that's why most people are acquaintances in all of our lives. We say they're friends, but they're really just acquaintances. And if acquaintances are affecting us negatively, then we should not be afraid to let go of acquaintances. In fact, we should not be afraid to let go of any relationship in our lives, friendship, romantic relationship, um, family too. Family is a difficult one because family is more than just someone you've met by chance. Family is connected to you by blood, but if you're not ready to walk away from a relationship, from a an interaction, a long-term interaction, then you are bound to it in a negative way. You are not tied to that point where the two people intersect. You're not tied to it. Therefore, it is your choice to stay, and that's why the relationship is positive. If you don't have a choice in staying, then the relationship isn't even real. It's a fake relationship. If you see the beauty in the world, if you are one of the few people who can see the beauty in the world, I don't know about you, but I look around and the people I see, they're blind. They don't have the capability to see, because even if you try to make them see, they will not accept it. They will see it as an attack and push you away. No matter how much you try, they will not be able to see unless it comes out of their own wishes. Unless it comes from inside, it will not happen. My dad tells me this great quote all the time, and he says, "One man can take a horse to the water, but 1,000 men cannot make that horse drink the water." Another quote from Arthur Schopenhauer, he says, "To be alone is the fate of all great minds." If you see that you are not blind, if you see that you are not blind and you are tormented because of your sight, but you don't want that sight to be revoked from you because you know that sight makes you special, then you are bound to be alone. And you have to find a way to exist in that loneliness. You have to find a way to find beauty in that loneliness. I know I still feel tormented. It's not an easy thing to not be tormented. The more time I spend with other people, talking, interacting, being, the more I realize that which I am tormented by, the alone, is a gift. It should be taken as a gift. And you can only realize it is a gift when it is taken away from you, when the alone is taken away from you. We hate it until we don't have it. When I was younger, much younger, I listened to Let Her Go by The Passenger. My dad played the song for me, and I adored it. And I didn't understand the meaning when I was much younger, but now I really understand the meaning. You don't know what you've lost until you've lost it. So if you have no friends, if you are alone, if you are lonely, and you see you are not blinded, then continue on. Because if you perform your work conscientiously, if you dive into your work, if you dive into that which brings you joy, you will find the people you need to find, because the universe will make sure of it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.